I went over to the cage and opened the door. "Come on, Ben," I said. He ignored me and buried his face in the shavings. "I'm sorry I've been gone all day. Don't be mad at me, Ben. Please," I begged him. Wait, what was I doing? "You don't understand me," I said, then grunted at the guinea pig. "Why am I talking to you in the first place? If you don't want to come out, stay in there." I slammed the cage door shut and went to lay down on my bed. I picked up my book and started reading. I was already halfway through it and was enjoying the read. Every so often I would glance up at Ben. He was watching me, or at least it felt like he was. This time I ignored him and went back to reading. Ben started making a squeaking noise. I paid him no mind and kept reading. Then he kept getting louder and louder. This aggravated my mom. "Make that thing shut up," she shouted from her room, "and go to bed." "Thanks a lot, Ben," I scolded him. "They didn't even know I was still awake." I walked over to his cage and saw that Ben was out of candies and Coke. That was likely what he wanted, but I was so mad at him that I gave Ben guinea pig food and water, something I haven't done since the first day I got him. I walked away, turned the light in my room off, and crawled into bed. Pulling the covers up to my chin, I got comfortable and closed my eyes. Later that night, I woke up to a loud thud. It took all the courage I had inside me to look at my alarm clock. I couldn't believe it. It was 2:30 a.m. and I had school soon. Still, I had to get out of bed and see where that noise came from. I swung my feet out of bed and touched the floor. The carpet was warm and fuzzy between my toes. I grabbed my flashlight because I didn't want my parents to see the light from my room. I walked around until I stubbed my toe. I cried out, turning the flashlight towards the floor. That's when I saw Ben's cage turned upside down. "Ben!" I gasped, and reached down to pick up the cage, setting it back on the small table. I shined my light inside the cage to check on him. To my surprise, he wasn't inside of it. "Ben?" I whispered. "Ben, where are you?" I looked everywhere in my room, like under my bed, yet I couldn't find him anywhere. That's when I heard scratching and screeching coming from the hallway. How could he possibly be out there? Every night I kept the door to my bedroom shut tight. When I looked there, he was scratching away at the wall and screeching, which again sounded like high-pitched laughter. "Ben!" I snapped. "What are you doing out here?" The guinea pig paused and slowly turned to look at me. His eyes were glowing red for sure this time. It wasn't my imagination. There was no doubt about it. I took a step towards him and he made a run for it. I gave chase.